Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, the question that I will answer is, does the woman of Revelation chapter 17 refer to the papacy? So the answer is, to a large extent, yes. But the woman in Revelation chapter 17 that's riding the beast and is clothed in scarlet and is like mother of harlots and so on, it's not necessarily just the papacy. It is in general the spiritual system that went into alliance with political leaders, right? And sometimes we call that apostate Christianity. It's the Christianity that went astray to oppress God's people. It says, "And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration." That was what John said when he saw that vision in Revelation chapter 17, verse 6. And if you want kind of the historical background to this, you can look at the committee that was chaired by Emperor Constantine in 325 AD that went on to destroy the camp of Arius and uphold the views of the camp of Athanasius, from which came the papacy and the doctrine of the Trinity and all the other things that we've debunked in videos on this channel. Now, before I continue, I want to talk a little bit about that woman, right? That woman is not a physical institution. Like, it's not an individual or something like that. It represents a spiritual system with its foundations in the heavens that inspires opposition to God's will. And it's powered by Satan and his agents, the ones that are in heaven and the ones that are on earth. They are the rulers of the darkness of this world, according to Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. They're the ones who spread falsehood about God and the purpose of creation, right? And institutions like the papacy that went into alliance with political leaders to oppress others, they're part of the earthly counterpart of that system. Now, let me use Isaiah the prophet to explain this same idea. He said, "Sing, O barren, thou that didst not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, thou that didst not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, said the Lord." That's Isaiah chapter 54, verse 1. Now, why did I cite this text? I cited it because the married woman that is mentioned here is that same woman in Revelation chapter 17. A woman who has always prospered and had her children that she deceived. It's kind of like the parable of Lazarus and the rich man. The rich man is that woman. Sure, in one case it's a man, in another case it's a woman. But focus on the big idea. There's this entity, there's this spiritual system that's always had power, always had glory, whereas God's people have always been kind of at the bottom, right? In Luke chapter 18, verses 1 to 8, it was described as like a widow. God's people are the scum of society. They're always forgotten. Think of how Jeremiah, Jesus, right, saw how they suffered, right? So passages like Isaiah chapter 54, verse 1 are trying to comfort the people of God, because God promises that eventually they will also have their time to shine. And Jesus Christ, in the parable of Lazarus and the rich man, you saw how at the end of the day, the rich man went to hell, and then Lazarus, he began to experience his good things, right? So the children of God will be comforted once the children of the evil woman, that woman in Revelation chapter 17, will be destroyed. Now, how is this happening now? Well, right, we know what the papacy was before. The papacy was the biggest spiritual institution in the sense that they had the most respect. They had extreme power. They could crown emperors. They could, right, move kings around. But now, I mean, the politicians of today aren't even as powerful as the kings back then, and the popes can't even dictate anything, right? You see how politicians don't listen to them and so on. So we can already see them going down gradually. So that's the glory of that woman in Revelation chapter 17 going away. And then that gives us glory, right? We're the children of God. We're the ones who are serving God in truth. As they fall, we are glorified. We are honored, because righteousness is now starting to gain victory, right? So, and there are many passages of the scriptures that talk about this, but the general idea is that Revelation chapter 17 is describing a spiritual institution. It's not describing a literal political organization. It's something that Satan chairs in heaven, and then it inspires things, it inspires institutions and organizations on the earth and in heaven. So it's good we understand it in that sense so that we can, not just focus on a particular aspect, but add all the elements of it together. So I think that's where I'm going to stop on answering that question. Is the woman in Revelation chapter 17 talking about the papacy? If you enjoyed this video, then I would appreciate if you click the like button and the subscribe button to join this growing community of Bible enthusiasts. And if you want to know when we come back with future videos just like this, then you can click the notification bell. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.